Oh, Fossa's here, is not up here anymore? Okay. That's convenient.
In an attempt to exert power and authority, the Corpus have continued to refine their most lethal security proxy, the Jackal.
And so the Jackal's a little bit of a pain early on, but it's gonna be something that I'll want to farm. The main reason is it's just going to be nice to have Rhino. And that's really all there is to it. It's gonna be the joke. I have a feeling, yeah.
I expected it to be bigger.
Though I wonder where it came from now. So just get nice and close. One, I think we want to do this, and then we stab it in the face. Mind you, you don't use this very often for stabbing things, or using it as a grappling hook. I really think you should be allowed to use it as a grappling hook. It would be really cool. But this is the only time you ever see it used as a grappling hook, so just as a heads up. So, let me explain this boss fight really quick. Welcome to the Jackal. So, he's got a bunch of attacks that I honestly don't spend a lot of time looking at. But the main thing is that you can't kill it without attacking its legs. You gotta attack its legs first before anything else. Or it's the only thing that you can attack, really. And then once you break one of his legs, he's just gonna do this little minigame. Oh, I died. It's fine. And once he's done doing the little spinny spin minigame thing, he's gonna be vulnerable, and you want to stab him in the face. You'll be prompted to do so when he is in his little stun animation. You can avoid the laser wall by just jumping above it. It's just something to play note, or you could, you know, play it properly and walk around it. I feel like it's more of a pain in the booty to do that, so just jump above it, wait around. You'll get a little cutscene every time you break his legs, and then his face, stab his face. And then I only have one left. He does do a lot of damage for the stage you run into him in the game, so as a heads up, you probably will go down the first time you deal with him. Don't worry about that, you get some free revives every mission. I like how he says trivial threat detected.
Destroy it. Well done, Tenno. You have sent a clear message to the Corpus today. Their war profiteering will not go unpunished.
Hi. Oh, okay, sure. Where's that guy? Oh, there he is. Sure, why not? We'll pace him down. He doesn't drop his key, or thing, does he? No, he doesn't. That's unfortunate. So, he drops a unique resource Or those guys drop a unique resource every time you kill them, but you have to complete the quest Deadlock Protocol, I believe.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, we got Rhino Neuroptics. Those are the heads. For those who's wondering. I think I'll farm him out. Well, no, we'll see. Rhino's just gonna be good for him. I might farm him out, like, off of stream. Hello! This is the first time you interact with the Stalker. So every time you kill a boss, you... and you don't have the quote-unquote Stalker mark for it, the Stalker will mark you. And once the Stalker marks you, you now have the chance of encountering him as a hostile entity randomly during a mission. Whether or not he shows up is dependent on the number of marks you have, and when he does show up, the mark will be consumed, or one of your marks will be consumed. Oh, Taxon was very quick. Very nice. I don't have enough Rubido. Woo! Okay, we'll get some Rubido. Where do I get Rubido? Let's find out. Rubido. Not here. Rubido? Nice. So, mobile defense, excavation. We'll do mobile defense first. But first, we got a new friend. So this is the Taxon. This is the first Sentinel that you unlock for like ever, you know. And you know, it's pretty straightforward. You have a friendly little robot hovering above your shoulder, and he will do what you program him to do. By program, I mean how you mod him. He does have a precept, or, you know, he can attack things for you, like you can see now. He's shooting laser. And he will, well, he'll just help you out. He's vulnerable. You can see on the top right that his HP is being displayed. But for the most part, the biggest thing about it is, well, they have abilities, and you can tell them if to like, hey, we want you to automatically use an ability, we want you to shoot at things. Those are all things that you can mod. So, if you don't want them to attack, you take off their attack mod. It's as simple as that. But for this early in the game, it's quite nice to have. So, mobile defense. This mission type has you defending. You'll see that we have to defend a lot of things. But this mission type will have you defending 3 data terminals. You have to bring a little MacGuffin to said data terminal, and then you plug it in and defend it. But while you're carrying the MacGuffin, you cannot use your primary weapon. The reason? I don't know. Realistically, I think you should be able to use whatever you want, because you can still use a 2-handed melee weapon while carrying something. It's just your primary, and it's kind of weird. So the reason why I'm knocking down these animals here and their dens is I'll get mods for one, and I might get an egg for me to use later. What these eggs are used for is to breed your own little pet. Your own little doggo. I will recommend that you probably look into them to some point. The cats are a real pain to get, so I don't recommend working on those early on. I do hope that they do improve the method in which you can farm those things, but for the time being, like I said before, just pick up the MacGuffin, you bring it to the next terminal, and you defend the terminal, and then you're done. The early game of Warframe is going to be really slow regardless, right? So, and it'll take a while before you're able to even access another Warframe. I think I'll spend the rest of the stream, like if I don't get size visual or size visions done or available, I'll start working on farming Rhino instead. Because Rhino is a very valuable Warframe in my opinion. How are we looking Rubido-wise? We got 42 Rubido. So you can go and explore these maps, and there will be loot rooms with a small amount of extra loot. But the most amount of loot that you'll get will largely be from high density missions, where you just wipe out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these guys, right? I'm gonna have so much mastery to get through. It's gonna be ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, that's the first mobile defense mission done. Pretty straightforward.
Another job well executed.
You can see that I'm still leveling up everything, so getting a lot of progress done here and there. Yeah, basically there won't be a moment where I'm not recording this playthrough, so you don't have to worry about missing out on anything. I'll always be recording something. It won't always be on stream though, but it's just a little bit of a heads up. Claim that. We need to start building the component that I have, but let's just check out what I need to do here. Complete once awake. Complete the side quest section of the codex in the orbiter. Complete a mission with the Boltor primary equip. And purchase a Mark 1 weapon from the market. I still need more. Wonderful, hang on. So, gonna check the thing again that I was working on. Nice. Okay, we got our first honoraria. So, Historian of Tau, new rewards. Eidolon Matter Islands. So, an honoraria is like a title you would see in any other game. And there we go. You basically, once you receive one, you can go to Profile, you can go Change Honoraria, bottom right, and then I got Historian of Tau. And so I'm going to start another one because I might as well. Okay, complete a basic interception mission. That's gonna take a little while for me to get to. But I still need to do missions on Earth, so we might as well keep doing missions on Earth, I guess. I'm gonna pull up my chat again. It's gonna be a hot moment before I can truly have equipment that I want to bite into. There is a trick with these things that I'll be exploiting in a future VOD, but for the time being, I need to get to once awake. For the first 4 hours of gameplay, I think we've done quite a bit. I know I started off a little bit late, so I will be playing a tiny bit more than, or longer than I usually would. Some more Rubido. So it's about a 1% drop chance, I think, for the Kubro egg, I think. I'm not 100% sure. There we go. So these missions also provide a resource called Cryotic, which you will need a lot of at some point. It might not be soon, but eventually you will need a lot of Cryotic. But once you build the thing that requires Cryotic, you never need to do it again. How much have I got? 17 only. I need like 50 something. So, I wonder what other sources of Rubido there is. I think I should just explore the edge areas, like I said. You can. Some more Rubido, nice. Some more Rubido, almost done. See, just check one extra side area and you're golden. There's a big patch of Rubido. Okay, we done. We don't need any more Rubido. Alternatively, I could have just, you know, farmed another Rhino piece and probably not needed as much resources, but I don't know. So, when you're building a Warframe, right, you will need 4 components. You need the neuroptics, the systems, and the chassis. You need to build all 3 of those, and you also need the base blueprint, which requires all 3 of those components that I just spoke about. Yeah, I think it would be really fun though if you could like, you know, set up a Warframe so that you can build them out of like pieces of others. I think it would be really goofy. Yeah, so as you can see, each component of a Warframe requires about 12 hours to build. This includes weapons and things like that too. But once you've built them, you can collect them and use them in your Warframe, right? Mercury, Venus, and this should be all these tasks complete. Enter junction. So this should give me access to the Boltor, which should be a strict upgrade to the weapon that I'm currently using, especially since, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of this current weapon. Rhino Spectre, woo! There we go. So Rhino is a Warframe, very tanky. He has a mechanic called Overguard. And that basically, just like the Exomai enemies, you know, makes you invulnerable to all sorts of status effects, as well as acts as a protective shield, in addition to your normal shield.
A new quest is available in your codex.
Howl of the Kubro, and Once Awake. We're gonna skip Howl of the Kubro for now, because I don't think it's a main quest. Okay, we need to complete Once Awake. Where do I need to build the Boltor, or do I just get it? I just get it. Cool. What level is my equipment? Thornback is not maxed out yet. I do need to complete a mission with a Boltor equip, so I'm going to swap that off real quick. We're going to do the standard, all that. We're going to improve the damage a little bit. Like that. It's not a big jump, but it's enough. Wait, I have another one? No, clearly don't. Okay, we're gonna do the same here. Serration. Chill Reactor. Innate 20 plus 20% cold damage, independent from any other element damage types. Cool. Oh right, I should increase the range of my Sentinel. So remember when I said you can program it, quote unquote, to do things that you want? Would I rather 30% max HP or 10% money IRL? What does 30% max HP entail? And is 10% money 10% of the money that is it reducing my money? No, it won't be. Would it be a one-time bulk increase in my total wealth, or do I just earn that much forever, you know? Anyways, hello, and welcome. Let's see. So there are some things that you can program into your pet. The first one being their ability. Their ability is blast enemies within 10 meters, converting 50 damage into shields for your frame. And then assault mode is the other ability, which is attack things. We're going to be leveling this up so that they attack more proper. They'll attack at a wider range. There. Okay, Once Awake. I like how this Dr. Tigris or whatever stops being important to the story after this mission. I think money, right? Like, because if I die tomorrow, if I was supposed to die tomorrow, would I get like another couple of days, right? Spy.
Keep them away from the specimens.
Destroy them. Dr. Tengus demands absolute secrecy.
My scans are not detecting any known biochemical agents. What are they doing down here?
I think, Lotus, you should be able to tell that they're playing around with the infestation. You can tell by looking at them. Anyways, so spy missions. Remember the first mission that I've ever done? So basically, there are 3 vaults in a mission that require you to access with the utmost stealth. Some frames will be better at this than others. Some weapons are silent, some weapons are not. What you want to avoid is triggering any alarms inside of the vault. Ooh, that was close. Because if you manage to finish a vault without triggering any alarms, you will get a massive chunk of extra affinity. It's not as big as it used to be, but it's pretty sizable. I wonder if I have access to the Dark Refractory right now. I'm pretty sure I need to complete some stuff, but that's okay. The Taxon's nice because it gives me Overshield. I do wish Overshield scaled with some of your max shield, but that's okay. So I'm gonna quickly address the 4 types of, well, I guess 5 types of health that you can have. Okay. Meanwhile, here I'm gonna do this spy in the background while explaining, but there are 4 types of health states, right? Yeah, 4 types. So there's health, which is in red, shield, which is in blue. Okay, let me start again. Health, the thing that you need to survive. If that goes to 0, you die. Period. This is affected by armor, as well as
What's going on?
mods, right? So if you have armor, then you take less damage. If you so, and it doesn't normally regen over time. There are ways to modify that, so you do have some form of regeneration. However, the only other way normally to deal with that is, you know, picking up red orbs that lay on the ground. Those are health orbs. Second modifier is shields, which is in blue. You can see that my Taxon and normally myself would have blue shields. Those take about 50% less damage from all sources except for magnetic, and regens over time after a delay. This is, if it breaks, you know, you are invulnerable for a short period of time depending on how much, excuse me, there we go, depending on how much shield you started off with before it broke. And then last but not least, we have, oh, not last but not least, there's still 2 more. Then there's Overshield. you cannot mod your overshield capacity. Overshield, you can have up to 1500 extra overshield, which is the purple shield. And that's it. It's an extra protective layer on top of your shields. And last but not least is Overguard. I don't have a way to show you Overguard right now. It looks like a teal, light teal, and it's a extra layer on top of shields and overshields and health. Let's see. So Anclan is typing something. Let's see. Let's say you were hit on the head with enough force to die. With 30% more health, you would survive barely. Well, that depends, right? Are you getting hit in the face with like a like 1,000 extra 1,000 G's worth of force, right? Because 30% won't let you survive that, right? Or is someone just hitting you with just enough force to knock you out, you know? Yeah, so Warframe has 3 types of shields. You have normal shields, you have over shields, and then you have over guard. So shields on shields on shields. Yeah, exactly, Anne. Exactly, you understand completely. You are currently making a video on a program you are making that is physics-based music maker. Oh, that is interesting. Absolutely interesting. I would love to take a look at that at some point. Exterminate the infestation. So I think once we do Once Awake, we'll have access to,
This Grineer ship tried to flee the infestation, but was quickly overrun. Exterminate everything on board before it reaches a more populated sector.
Wouldn't it be better just to scuttle the ship? Set it on fire, you know? I mean, you're the Lotus. After all, you know what's best. So the infestation is the, you know, standard zombie swarm kind of faction. They're not particularly strong, there's just a lot of them. The biggest thing to be worried about is that they're the only faction that naturally can use Toxin. And Toxin is a damage type that bypasses your shields and overshields. It does not bypass Overguard though. But Toxin damage can kill you through your shields, so be warned. There is a place called Deimos that you'll start encountering Toxin Exami and Toxic Ancients that will one-shot you. Deimos is a considerably larger step up in difficulty, even though it's probably the next mission after this. After this is Heart of Deimos, I believe. So in my head, like, what the explanation is, if it took, like, if you took a milligram of cyanide and that's enough to knock you out, you would instead need like 1.3 milligrams of cyanide or something silly like that. But that's like, it's a weird question to ask. Money. It's just money. Every source of money gets more money. That means I can do bank shenanigans. I could put my money away and lend myself 90% of what I have, and then I'll be making $99. Like if I have $100, I lend myself $90, or give myself $90 through a separate account. I'll have $99. Money, easy money. Molten Impact, yay! Defend the bomb. Let's mod our Nikana first.
I must say, these infested scare the are very worrisome.
We probably want some extra range.
The Lotus would like you to install that mod as soon as now.
Look at that. This is probably my highest damage thing in the that I have at the moment. We will... I think we get more bang for our buck if I just level this, right? $400. So heat is probably one of the best damage types in the game. Isn't just gonna say that outright. So this used to be called a void bomb. I think it's just a normal thermonuclear device now.
To use a
Cascade bomb, yeah.
destroy all traces of infested here. The bomb will take time to arm. Protect it until it's ready for detonation.
So it's just your standard defense. It's just your defense against infested. I don't think we ever use this particular tile set ever again, which is kind of a shame. Early Warframe, well, I say early Warframe, but Warframe at the middle section when they started looking into all this stuff, like, use a lot of one-time assets, and they still do to some extent. Like Whispers in the Walls has a couple of one-time assets that are really cool. But once you finish the start chart, the game really starts to feel like a game, you know? But for the time being, just moving nice and slow.
When this cascade bomb goes off, a wave of void energy will tear through the complex.
Oh, it still uses void energy.
All organic matter, but leaving the structure intact. It's our only chance to stop the scourge before it starts.
I remember invasions used to just like actually have effects on the star chart. It's just that some invasions were just really unpopular, so we ended up losing a lot of sectors to the infestation at one point. I don't know if that's still a thing. It'd be interesting though.
The bomb is almost armed. You just have to hold out a little bit longer.
I kind of wish that it was just like I didn't travel so far forward. When I heavy attack with this weapon. I would like a single decisive strike. I wonder, okay, hold up. DE, if you're listening, what if you sold just as a cosmetic, different Tauron strike animations? So that they still do the exact same thing, it's just that the startup it looks a little different.
Good job, Tenno.
That would be cool, I
That's the
think.
last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Okay, we made one level of Nightwave, which is nice.